Okay, for today's lesson, we're going to talk about creating shapes out of a square and partition it into equal fractions. So we know a fraction is an equal amount. Here we have a square. I want you to go ahead and make one that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. And then I want you to have the same down. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Yours is going to look just like mine. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take a rubber band and I want you to split it in half. You're going to press pause here and we'll see if you were able to split that into halves. All right. Were you able to split that into halves? Now, I also am going to want you to start labeling them too. So, I'm going to take now this red one. I could have split it just like this. That would be half. And then if I were to label it, I know I've got 1/2 up here. And I've also got 1/2 down here. Now, there were a number of ways that I could have split that in half. I could have taken that red one, maybe, if it will let me. There we go. I could have split it this way. Could have also split it this way. Or I could have split it this way. So is there one answer that's more right than the other? There's not. They could be the same answer either way. So now what I want you to do, this time, you're going to have the same shape, so you can go ahead and use this same one that we've already got up here. But I want you to now partition it into fourths. I also want you to label it. So you're going to break it into fourths, and then you're going to write this number in that shape where it goes. Your teacher's going to press pause, and we'll be right back. All right. Were you able to solve that one? You were? Great. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my, there it is, my purple. So I know I had to split it into 4 equal pieces. Now, again, there was more than one way I could have done it, correct? Yeah, there sure was. So I could have gone like this. Oops, come on, drag down. And like this. Okay, so now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that would have worked. I could have also done this, where I split it this way, and I've got 4. Okay, there was other ways I could solve that as well. So you also, as we asked you, we're supposed to label it. So I know this is 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. Pretty simple stuff, right? Okay, now what I want you to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to delete those. We're going to delete those labels inside of that square. Now, here's the tricky one. You're going to partition this now into eighths. So I want you to partition it into 1/8 and label it. Good luck. Okay, were you able to do it? Oh, I know you were because you're so smart. All right, so I'm going to partition it. That way is 2 pieces. So then I know I've also got to split it another way as well to get it into 4. Oh, but I'm not to 8 yet. Well, I can take this one. Now, there's more than one way you can split it into 8s, but this is the way I've chose to do it this time. So then I can make sure I label it 1, whoops, gotta select the pencil, 1/8. So let's make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 1/8. Okay, so now you've partitioned it into 8s. Let's go ahead, let's erase that. Let's leave the same shape that we have, though. Let's go ahead and take out our labels. You've already got it drawn, and you know that it was 5 by 5. Okay, and let's take out the rubber bands there as well. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Very easily, click delete. Okay, so you're just gonna have your original square now. All right, now what I want you to do, I want you to go ahead and split that, whoopsie, split that into halves first of all. So I'm gonna split it this way. Now I know that each of those pieces is worth 1/2. But instead of doing it that way, what I want you to do is I want you to shade that in with one color, okay? So there's 1/2, and I've shaded 1/2. But now, what I want to do is I would like for you, let me see if I can get a different color in there. There we go. We know that this is 1/2. But now I want to have you leave that up there, but I want you to now split it into fourths. So if I'm to split that into fourths, I know if I've got half, I can go this way. Whoops, get my handy little eraser here. Okay, but now I know, what could I tell from this? I want you to go ahead and press pause. And what do you notice there? If I highlighted the 1/2, but now I know that that is now no longer 1/2. What have I got? Okay, if you discussed with your class and with your partners, you now have separated in there 1/4 in each of those. So I've got 1/4 here. Whoops, that's not doing what I wanted. Yay, 1/4. And I've also got a second one up here, so 2/4. So by this, I can tell that, well, 1/2 is equal to 2/4 because I highlighted 1/2 and then I have fourths now, and I know that two of those are equal to 1/2. So 2/4 is equal to 1/2. All right, now what I'd like you to do, let's go ahead and let's erase that again. So we're starting all over. And I want you to now take those fourths, go down to your 1/4, but now I want you to label 1/4. Okay, so I know this is 1/4, right? Right here is 1/4. I want you to shade 1/4. So I'm just going to keep the same color. 1/4 is right there. And now what I would like you to do is break this shape into 8s. Okay, you're going to break this shape. You're going to leave those up there. And now you're going to split that into 8s. Best of luck. All right, if your teacher pressed pause, hurrah. And now I'm going to split this into 8s. I'm actually going to use my drawing tool now. And the reason I'm doing that is because it will show up on here better. So I've got fourths. I'm going to split that in half right down there. And then I'm also going to split that into half right there. So now I know each of the big squares was 1/4. But if I split them all in half again, I've now got 1/8. So by looking at this, I know that that's 1/8. That's 2/8. So 1/4, because remember they were split into fourths, is equal to 2/8.